The role of Carrageenan in inflammatory bowel disease and allergic reaction. Okay, hello everyone, I'm DC, welcome to the channel. So today I'm just going to talk about what's in your Starbucks coffee. Just an average, have a look at your average latte, for example, and some of the holiday special ones as well. So we'll start with the sugar. Most people are scared of sugar these days because of the so-called calories and so on, but for anyone else, sugar is the evil doer of all disease and all the rest of it, diabetes and so on. So today let's have a look at, we'll start with just a cafe latte, okay? Just a small 100 ml cafe latte. Now, of course, this is something that you need to be wary of as well. When I did this Australia Day live video as well, we're talking about so-called health drinks that here in Australia, like the Milo from Nestle. Okay, don't just look at the nutritional chart. Okay, you need to read the ingredients. Okay, and I'm going to give you a very good example of why with the cafe latte. All right. So let's tackle just some of the examples of sugar that you get in a standard Starbucks coffee. Okay. So just 100 ml. We're going to use the calorie chart because that's what they call it. Okay. Calories are absolutely meaningless, and most of us know that. But let's see. The nutritional information that they give you, okay, is calories or kilojoules. Let me see, 70 calories out of 100 ml little cafe latte. Okay, that's your standard one. That doesn't sound too bad, does it? Just 70 calories. Okay, and you go down to, of course, it's got low fat milk because no one wants to get fat, right? But then you get saturated fat, 1.5 grams, total carbohydrates 8.7 grams, total sugar 8.2 grams. So of course, when they separate the total carbohydrates and total sugar, I mean it's all sugar, isn't it? In the body, and 2.8 grams of protein. Okay, now that's in your average little 100 ml. So it doesn't sound too bad, does it? Okay. But we'll come back to the ingredients in just a short while. Okay, so let's have a look at some of their holiday ones. And we'll go through a couple of different sizes and compare it to what else you could get for the same sugar content. Okay. Okay, so let's start with the how much sugar is in a pumpkin spice latte. Okay. Now, these are quite common drinks, especially, I know this one, when I was in Japan, pumpkin spice latte would be like a Halloween holiday special. But they do that, quite often. I think you can get it any time of the year now. So, a grande, which is not the biggest one, okay, 16 ounce hot pumpkin spice latte, maybe with just 2% milk, because they don't want you to get fat. Okay, has say 400 calories, just under 390. That equates to what the actual ingredient of the sugar is, though. Let's go down to grams. Okay, so all told, a grande pumpkin spice latte has 50 grams of sugar. Okay, now this is what we should be looking at, the grams, because we don't run on calories, we run on mass, mass in, mass out. Okay, so like grams of protein, grams of fat, grams of sugar. Okay, that's pretty much how we run. All right, that's what we should be worried about, not the so-called calorie count. But 50 grams of sugar So, like on average, if you take, say, 1 gram of protein per centimeter in height, now that would put me at 173 grams of protein per day, okay, even on an active day, okay, and I almost double that in fat, okay. I get about 70% of my fat nutrients come from fat at the moment. If I took one of these drinks, that's 50 grams of sugar, okay, so that's like a third of, almost a third of what I take in protein. That's crazy. Okay. All right, Starbucks pumpkin cream cold brew isn't much better. Grande packs, 250 calories. Okay, 31 grams of sugar. Now, Grande again is is not the biggest one. Okay, you can get up to 20, which most people drink these days. Okay. Some of the sugar occurs naturally in the latte's milk. Yeah, you do get carbohydrates in milk, but the fact is, there's a lot of added sugars in these drinks. Alright, the Dunkin' Spice Latte. So, another one, a medium hot PSL made with milk, has 420 calories, and skim milk, of course, because they don't want you to get fat. Either way, it comes with 36 grams of sugar. These are just average off-the-shelf drinks that you buy from Starbucks, lattes and pumpkin spice lattes, Dunkin' Spice, and the rest of them. So all of them are very, very high in sugar. Now, of course, you can get the lower sugar ones, like just get black coffee, but there's not really many people that actually do that. Okay, another one, Frappuccino. This one in particular is the Unicorn Frappuccino, okay. Just another one of their holiday or different drinks that they have. Now, this one of their cold summer drinks, okay. The Grande, 16 ounce, not the biggest one again, okay, has 59 grams of sugar, okay. Let's have a look at what you can compare that with. Again, the venti size, 24 ounce, this comes with 76 grams of sugar. Okay, so that's 19 teaspoons. 19 teaspoons of sugar. Okay. Again, more than 7 Krispy Kreme donuts. Okay. These are just some of the drinks just some of the random drinks that you get at Starbucks. But let's go past the sugar content now and look at some of the ingredients. Now, on the Starbucks website, now this is just the cafe latte ingredients. Now, most of their drinks have these same ingredients, so I'm just going to stick with that one, and we'll break that down in a sec. Okay, so go past the sugar content, if you can. Have a look at the ingredients. Okay, so cafe latte, 3.1% fat milk, okay, 75%. Starbucks Arabica coffee, okay, water and coffee extract, 20%. Sugar, 5%. Natural coffee flavouring. Okay, why would have natural coffee flavouring? Anyway, acidity regulator, potassium carbonate, stabilisers, Carrageenan, guar gum. Guar gum is a type of is an extract from vegetable gum. Okay, and we'll go into that in a sec. Okay, emulsifiers. Okay, mono and diglycerides. Okay, of fatty acids of vegetable origin. Okay, now that's really important. That's key there. Okay, these fatty acids are from vegetable origin. Okay, so we're going to go into these and what they do. Alright, so let's have a look at the guar gum. Okay, because they come from vegetable gums. Okay, now these are thickeners that and emulsifiers that are used in most heavily processed foods. They also are used in things like gel caps, supplements and that sort of stuff as well. So Okay, the guar plant, okay, produces beans that contain an endosperm that's high in the type of sugar called polysaccharides. Guar gum is that it's insoluble in oils, grease, hydrocarbons, ketones, and esters, meaning it's very useful as a stabilizing fatty substance. But basically it's a polysaccharide, it's a sugar, okay, and it's used as a stabilizer. But as I said, it's very similar to, okay, the Carrageenan, okay. Now there are many types of vegetable gums, okay, which I'm just going to go into now. Okay, so these vegetable gums, okay, thickeners, and so on, these are all still being investigated or researched by nutrition scientists. Some have been shown to be very harmful, I mean, in particularly harmful, okay, to gut health when used as a food ingredient. And these are used in everything that's processed these days, okay. So I've got a little chart for you to look at here. Now, Arabic gum is not as dangerous as some of the others, but it's a key ingredient in many paints, glues, cosmetics, and inks, okay. Okay, now guar gum. Okay, may cause gas, intestinal discomfort, has been shown to increase survival of pathogenic bacteria in milk, and has led to overgrowth of intestinal E. coli in animal models. Okay, now guar gum, so it's pretty much what they use in everything in Starbucks. Okay, and there are other different types of vegetable gum. Okay, there's gelling gum, used as a gelling agent in vegan candies, has led to disruptions in the lining of the digestive tracts in animal models. Okay, carob locust bean gum, okay, may cause gas and other problems associated with that. Lecithin gum, okay, now this you get a lot of in processed foods, can be extracted chemically using petroleum, okay, yes, the stuff in gasoline, okay. So when they have natural flavors, okay, they just tell you natural flavors in particular, okay, they don't have to just tell you where these natural flavors come from or what they use, and a lot of them are petroleum based, such as this one, okay. Has been used as a bulking agent to expedite growth in livestock. Okay, Carrageenan. Now this one is one we're going to touch on soon, because this is quite a dangerous one. It can be found in shoe polish, for example. Has been used to induce tumors and ulcers in various animal models. Okay. Not just to grow the tumors, okay, like sugar does, but to induce the tumors, to actually start the tumors, okay. Carrageenan. Xanthan gum, okay, is another one. Highly effective laxative in large doses, may cause gas, diarrhea, has been shown to increase the frequency of bacterial infection and intestinal inflammation in infants, okay, because they use xanthan gum in things like baby formula, okay. They also use Carrageenan, okay. Now, the thing about Carrageenan, we go over here to the National Library of Medicine. The role of Carrageenan in inflammatory bowel disease and allergic reactions, okay. Now I won't read through the whole thing, but we'll, have a look at the abstract, okay. Carrageenan is a highly molecular weight polysaccharide, a galactose bond, widely used as a food additive in processed foods for its properties as a thickener, okay, a gelling agent, okay, as this is one of the key ingredients in most of your Starbucks coffees and so on. It's a thickener and a gelling agent, an emulsifier and stabilizer. Okay, so it's in pretty much most of your processed foods, but this is just one of the, I'm just pointing this out in your Starbucks coffee at the moment, because it's not just the fact that these things are have so much sugar in them. Like basically you can suck down quite a few donuts in the same cup as a coffee from Starbucks, but it has all these other ingredients as well. Okay, now Carrageenan is extensively used as an inflammatory and adjuvant agent in vitro, and in animal experimental models. Okay, so if they want to study an inflammatory drug, they create inflammation using Carrageenan. Okay, so it can activate the innate immune pathways of inflammation, alter the gut microbiota composition and the thickness of the mucous barrier. Okay, clinical evidence suggests that Carrageenan is involved in the pathogenesis and clinical management of inflammatory bowel disease. Food exclusion diets can be an effective therapy for disease remission. Specific to the oligosaccharide, guar has been associated with allergic reactions commonly referred to as Bowel syndrome. And this review aims to discuss the role of Carrageenan in inflammatory bowel disease and allergic reactions following the current evidence. Alright, so it does say that there's no definitive data available on the safety effects of Carrageenan, okay, but they do suggest that human exposure be extremely limited to Carrageenan. Okay. Inflammatory bowel diseases. Okay, this also includes cancer. Okay, bowel cancer. All right. So this is on the ingredients again. All right. The ingredients for just a cafe latte, okay, Carrageenan, okay, this is a stabilizer and it's used in pretty much across the board in all your processed foods, but it's also across the board in your Starbucks coffees. Okay, now the next one, the fatty acids of vegetable origin. Now what they're talking about here is seed oils. All right. Okay, mono and diglycerides of fatty acids of vegetable origin. What they are referring to is seed oils. Now this can come from soybean oils, okay, grapeseed, canola, cottonseed, coconut, and palm oil. Now, as you all know, anyone watching this should know that these seed oils are extremely inflammatory, and the omega-6 imbalance that causes many other diseases, to say the least, without the fact that they are just absolutely rancid and toxic machine oils. Okay, so I'll leave a link for the seed oils video that I did last year, and I suggest you go have a look at that. Okay. Alright guys, so there it is in a nutshell. That's your Starbucks coffees. How many donuts are you sucking down, and how many of these inflammatory markers are you sucking down, okay, to say the least. And carcinogenics, well, you decide for yourself. Alright guys, I'll leave it there. Hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll talk soon.